Conservative groups are standing up to protect the First Amendment as freedom of speech and the press have been suppressed by big tech, but now they're facing threats from members of Congress. Democrats Anna Eshoo and Jerry McInerney are attempting to eliminate conservative speech in the media. Here's One America's Christina Bobb.
Joining me remotely, Justin Danhof, the director of the Free Enterprise Project. Justin, we've seen lawmakers overstep their authority and demand to remove conservative news networks from national platforms. What's your response?
I'm not surprised. What we have on the left is this cancel culture appetite that simply can't be satiated, right? I think what Congressman McInerney and Eshoo, what they were doing was showing that they can be the biggest bully in the room, right? I think they probably saw what Apple and Amazon and Google did to Parler and thought, how can we one up that, right? Of course, those three tech giants removed Parler from the internet, which silenced millions of conservative voices all at once, right? Because there's nothing the left hates more in 2021 than conservatives communicating with one another.
Right.
And so that's just the next step in the cancel culture. Normally we think of the cancel culture as an individual, right? The star of The Mandalorian losing her job, or a Google employee who writes a memo about true diversity, not skin surface diversity, and he gets axed. Well, now we're seeing it on larger scales, and that's what these far left members of Congress were trying to do to, any conservative news outlet or even deemed to be conservative.
So what do conservatives do to fight back? This isn't really a fight that they picked or wanted to fight, but if you want to keep your right to free speech, you need to. So there's organizations like the Free Enterprise Project, and what do people do to make their voices heard?
There's two words: engage and truth. Always keep speaking the truth. The left hates nothing more than the truth in these days. We live in a great era of untruth. And then engage, right? What were these members of Congress doing? They were going to large corporations that carry cable news networks and demanding action, right? The left is very good at engaging with large corporations to try and get them to be the political bully for them and to carry their water. Conservatives aren't so good at that. So conservatives need to start engaging with these big businesses that are part of the aligning of the cancel culture.
And how do they engage? Do they just write in, or what is it that they actually do to make their voices heard?
Yeah, voting is one way, right? Investors can vote at annual shareholder meetings of these corporations every year for the board members, for shareholder proposals that have a great effect on the culture. So one way is to not think of voting as only political, but every investor in this country, with your 401ks, you have say over the way that these corporations act. And then reach out to investor relations, reach out to customer relations, and let them know that there's another side to this story, that there's another voice that's in the room.
Very interesting. Well, sir, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.